Alrighty, I'm gonna be doing this Tracing Vanishing Trails event, which I guess showcases Alon's new outfit. Story-wise, I don't know what the events surrounding this are.
The person drinking tea over there. Isn't that Yerlon? Oh, looks like she's having some kind of tea party with friends. We're just, aren't we gonna go say hi?
Well, Officer Edler, after all that work, I think we've got them this time. Might take a few days to wrap up things in the field. In the meantime, I think you've earned yourself a break.
Much appreciated, Miss Yelan. This case really took it out of me. 13 strongholds. One thieving weasel after another. We rounded up so many people, you almost start to hope a few were innocent, just to balance it out. I'm just glad we finally took down these crooks. Anyway, I'm gonna drop in on that old classmate of mine.
Don't forget to take some tea and dim sum back to your friends at the Maison Gardiennage.
Oh, looks like Yelan's friend left. Paimon kinda wanted to meet her.
Ah, another pleasant surprise. Traveler, excuse me, a pot of your finest Yunlai white tea if you would. And 2 more place settings. Now, judging by that expression, I assume you came over to ask about the 2 spies that were just watching us.
Ah! Spies? What spies? There were spies around here just now?
Oh, more than that, I'm sure. I bet they already sent someone to tail Officer Edler. Anything to foil our operation.
Oh, so you're tracking down some criminals? They've got some nerve spying on you like that. Pretty bold if you ask Paimon.
Well, those tend to be the kinds of cases that cross my desk. If I could leave it to someone else, I would. I could have been on vacation right now. Mora laundering, to the tune of 10 figures and counting.
Laundry? What does that have to do with Mora? And who are these figures? There are 10 of them?
In layman's terms. So, you cover your tracks, create a front to avoid detection, and what do you know? Your illegal Mora now looks completely legit. And this merchant's front of choice? Fine art and antique auctioneering. He buys goods from all over Tevat, brings them back to Fontaine, and rebrands them as pieces of fine art, driving up their price in the process. Then, when the items go to auction, he buys them up at their inflated price with his own illicit funds. And through this exchange, the proceeds he receives in return are clean. This process allows him to legitimize his illicit wealth. He even launders Mora for other criminals as well. A business which earned... That's to be expected, I suppose. In Chenyu Vale, you can get your hands on exquisite antiques. Liyue goods being used in illicit underground schemes poses a real threat to our trade standing in the long... So, instead of getting to enjoy my long-awaited vacation in Fontaine, it's back to work for me.
Okay, Paimon thinks she gets it now. It's like moving Mora from one hand to the other. In other words, just disguising where it originally came from. But if you know what this merchant is up to, you go to the auction, wait for him to appear, then nab him right as he goes to
Not a bad plan, Paimon. If you were the mastermind behind this whole scheme, would you really expose yourself as the face of the operation?
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't want to be seen doing the dirty work. No, wait. Even if Paimon turned bad, the Traveler would never. Paimon would need, like, a group of minions or something. Oh. Oh! Paimon gets it now. Even if you track down the goods, if this dark financier guy isn't the one doing the buying at the auction, you won't catch him.
It's not just a matter of who's at the auction. You also have to source the goods, transport them back to Fontaine, get them to the auction house. None of which are tasks he performs himself. tracking down the goods is already complicated enough. So the most logical course of action is to play the long game. You start small. You find someone you can follow behind all the smoke screens, who'll lead you straight back to the dark financier himself.
Well, wait! So you were just pretending? And to think, Paimon thought all that stuff about wrapping up the case and taking a break was actually true!
Right you are, Traveler. Working with the Millilith and Officer Edler, we managed to launch attacks on all of the Dark Financier's strongholds, which allowed us to nab most of his crew. Those spies just now were his most important agents, the two people he trusts to have direct contact with him. The first is Corday, a senior member of the Fontaine Antique Association, in charge of auctioning off the goods. And the other is Dodamani, a ship owner from Sumeru and longtime cargo transporter. They're under pressure to salvage the situation, so we let them slip through the cracks on purpose. They think keeping tabs on Officer Edler will allow them to operate under her radar. But little do they know, while their attention's fixed on her, I'll be so. And I'm curious how you take to this line of work. Could be some potential.
Yeah, we kind of stumbled into this whole thing, but now we're a part. Let's do it! For Yoan, for the people of Chenyavale, and for,
I admire your selflessness, Traveler and Paimon. Let me be the one to look out for your self-interests then. Namely, your payment. Getting started is always the hardest part, but luckily, I have a lead. The Dark Financier's crew is even more on guard than usual, so our best bet is to do some counter-surveillance to get on. And I think I know just the place.
Interesting. Carp thingy? Where? Is that it? It's a poem. Raw meat. How do I... Curse my stick drift.
leave it all to me.
Just a giant turtle. Oh, where are we going? Guess I'm getting sidetracked. Oh. No way.
I'll keep this close.
Is that it? Guess that's it.
All right, let's start our investigation here.
So, we can all agree this is just a normal stretch of wilderness, right? Paimon doesn't see any bad guys to nab around here.
Well, it didn't take long for you to understand our role here, Traveler. Thinking like a top agent already. Impressive. Like I said, we need to start, and to do that, locating his hit, which brings us to why we're here. Pretty good vantage point.
Huh, guess so. Paimon can see the port of Elang Wharf.
It's a lighthouse. The Millilith oh, let's hear it. Not too far off. The Millilith this location offers a perfect vantage point to observe their lighthouse signals and deduce their patterns of behavior, so we should be able to find
Oh, okay.
It's simple. Just take this forensic... Well? Remember, some good finds. Whatever door this key opens could be critical to the investigation.
Huh. So there really is evidence around here. It's like these guys aren't even afraid of getting caught. What if the Millilith noticed them spying and decided to investigate?
These objects suggest the Dark Financier scouts were likely disguised as fishermen. People like that are trained not to crack under pressure. All they'd need to do is come up with a believable excuse, like needing a place to rest. The Millilith can't investigate or apprehend a civilian without probable cause.
Paimon can just see their smug faces getting...
Not to mention, the traces on these objects are... So we need to stay vigilant. We can't let them know... I had a hunch this area... Any ideas? Spot on again, Traveler. Looks like you don't need anyone to hold your hand when it comes to deductive reasoning. Given a carrier pigeon's speed, the two locations should be close enough to deliver messages quickly. ruling out areas within line of sight of the lighthouse, as well as places with a lot of foot traffic.
That just leaves...
That certainly sounds plausible. You have the cover of the mountains, and the advantage of hiding right under... Well, our next destination is...
A world quest.
Only with solid practical training can you unleash real emotions.
It's just another side quest. I thought it was an exploration quest I missed, which is weird.
Nothing out of the ordinary here, either.
That's right.
Is that Fontaine's elevator? It's a elevator to Fontaine. Ah, because they're on the whole upper plateau. I see it. Yep.
The evidence could... All right.
This must be it! The secret...
Well, well. Looks like you tracked it down in no time at all. I see your potential as a solo field agent. Now, time to test out the key we found earlier. This isn't their home turf, so I doubt they had time to set more traps. I'll take it from here. The last thing we want is to leave traces behind in there. Caution is the name of the game. You two keep a lookout. Make sure no one...
You got it! This is a first for us, but the Traveler can do anything. He's... Good point.
All right, that's done. I've noted the features of all the porcelain items, vases, and teas stored here. We need to keep a lookout for these features at the...
Wow! That was fast!
Now, I'll continue to conduct... Once his two lackeys move the good...
Got it! Wait...
This whole time, Officer Edler has been leading her two stalkers on a wild goose chase around Chaoying Village. Once they decide it was all a waste of time, it's hurt. Not to mention our operation has already put them under extreme pressure. We've forced their hand. I doubt they'll last more than 2 days before making a move. So let's meet back up at Yilong Wharf in 2 days. Find me near the harbor.
Well... Ooh! Paimon's getting excited! Searching for evidence, tracking down a crime boss. It's like being a real detective!
Well done, you two. Right? The day after we infiltrated... See that ship?
Whoa! That's one huge boat! Paimon can...
Thinking two-step. If Corday and Dotem... But we need to be careful. As an escaped... I'll circle the area to draw Scamface's attention away from the scene, while you two inspect the goods. Remember to keep a low profile.
Yeah! And Paimon will...
All set? All right. We'll meet...
No fakes. These people are definitely... But did you see the strange...
Good work. As for the auction, Officer Edler was able to get the markings you managed to cap. I think we're looking at a treasure hoarder insignia. Based on the port map...
So...
Fertilizer, soap, and perfume. No. There's something going... Might be risky, but I'm gonna investigate on board. And hitch a ride to Font...
Yeah! Let's see this thing through...
Well, you've... So make sure you...
Very
Excuse me,
interesting.
passengers. Due to limited space in the cargo hold, we've been forced to store some of the goods.
Ah, please, no need to apologize for your success in business. I just hope...
It looks like all the goods marked with Scamface's insignia have Corday listed as the shipper. Dodamani is in the cargo hold, likely making sure all the goods are in place.
Are they... inspecting something?
Here, take this cipher. It should help you figure out their coded messages. This is the plan. While I distract Corday and Dodamani, you two investigate by all means. I trust...
Huh? Wait! You're just gonna...
Oh, excuse me, gentlemen, but have we met? You're Mr. Corday, a famous antique collector in the Quartier Lyonnais, correct? I believe the three of us have had the pleasure of meeting once before.
Huh?
Ah, the dice.
Oh,
Yes, I had an absolutely delectable cup of tea there once. One can...
yes, that must be it. Well, looks like we ran into each other at the perfect time. Someplace I could find an exquisite tea set, perhaps. Like a fine art exhibition, or an auction.
You?
Ah, does this gentleman have an interest in tea sets as well?
Of course. It's a pleasure to meet you, Miss Yelon. I'm also heading to Fontaine for travel. Corday's
Yep. Yelon is actually talking to them. Are we All right. Then let's go somewhere out of their line of sight so we can start investigating those boxes.
Detective time.
What's with the And there's a strange note. But Paimon can't read what it's... Yelon really thinks of everything, huh? But, you know how to use this thing, right? Well, what does it say? Blowing up the ship? Are they nuts? Paimon thought this was about getting the authorities off their tails, not drawing even more attention. Okay, Yellow, there are innocent people on this ship. We need to find and disarm those bombs as soon as possible. All the bombs on the deck. What about the...
Already taken care of. Good work, you two. You stayed calm and acted fast. That was the perfect response to a situation like this.
Yellow! Honestly, it's all thanks to you. Wait a sec. We're at Corday and Dodamani.
Recovering from the shock, I would imagine. Suddenly finding out that you're being targeted by a dangerous individual. That must have been quite the ordeal for you, gentlemen.
Indeed. To think such evil exists in this world. I can scarcely imagine what I did to offend this fellow. resorting to murder.
Well, no need to fear. I'll alert the Maison Gardiennage. Your cargo will also need to be handed over to... So, if I may, where are your goods heading, Mr. Corday?
To the Hotel de Bois for an auction in 2 days.
Ah, then rest assured. The Maison Gardiennage...
Our sincerest thanks.
He mad.
It's not a question of if, Paimon. I'm sure they caught on. But in the interest of their own survival, they had no choice but to play along. Now we can be sure the Dark Financier is getting desperate. The stint on the ship? That was him trying to cut his losses to save his own skin. He needs to get rid of anything that could be traced back to him. So, you blow up the ship. You send the goods meant for the auction straight to the bottom of the sea, and let Scamface take the heat. The last thing he wanted was for the goods to make it to the auction. But now we've ensured that they will. So he has no choice but to follow through. He could choose not to send one of his agents to the auction, and let his goods go to an unsuspecting buyer instead. But remember, their worth is inflated. It would only be a matter of time before the buyer realized the valuation was off and reported it to the authorities. As the seller, Corday would be staring at best the Dark Financier. Exactly.
Okay,
Don't worry. I'm sure we're in the home stretch. Officer Edler already... I'll meet you at the Hotel de...
all right, time. This is our chance to catch the culprit behind this whole scheme.
Good evening, patrons. Allow me to escort you to the auction.
Oh, Paimon's getting a little nervous. Wow! This place is packed! Is every rich person in Fon... Oh, wait! The people we're after are hiding here too! It's time to get... What? It's not like we're rich like the rest of these people. We need a little something to blend in. Besides, if we're... Too bad! Paimon doesn't have another, but she'll help you make one once this is all...
Yep, and the new outfit.
Well, you two seem raring to go. Good to see you're not nervous. But remember, the key to blending into an event like this is remaining calm and collected. Slow your breathing, tone down the emotion. We don't want to stand out.
Yelan? It is you, right? It must be you!
Well, I am the current owner of the Yenshang Tea House after all, as well as an honored guest at this auction. So, I thought something with more of a Fontanian flair might be nice. A special outfit for a special occasion. Why? Does it look bad?
No, not at all.
All right. Well, you two are expert investigators at this point. With us working together, I'd say our chances of success are stacked higher than the cake towers in the Hotel de Boer.
We sure make a great...
This time your mission is simple. Take this dossier. When the Dark Financiers...
Wait, so... we get to actually take part in the auction?
Thoughtless bidding usually leads to a warning, or even disqualification. But the special account you two will be using during the bidding has no credit limit. So you can drive up the price as high as you want. The Dark Financier knows we're on his tail, so I highly doubt he sent one of his... After the incident with the ship, several buyers registered for the auction at the last minute. They're all wearing special pins, signifying them as tea aficionados. And I'm sure he's terrified, because if a different buyer develops an interest in one of their inflated goods and wins the bid, it's game over for both Corday and the... Not to mention the buyer has limited funds at his disposal. The Dark Financier likes to work in small sums at a time, so his scapegoat can't go too overboard with the bidding.
Okay, so complicated stuff aside, the point is, they have a plan, and our goal is to mess it up. If Paimon was in their shoes, that would make her pretty nervous too.
There's seating reserved for special guests on the second floor. I'll be up there during the... One thing going wrong. Once the auction is over, we'll find somewhere secluded to corner the buyer and have an...
Yeah! We're on...
What's up with the fancy lady right in the middle standing?
He's acting strange, and there's something off with his attire. His tea aficionado pin is a special color. Most likely to make it easier for Corday, which means the two don't know each other well at...
Wow, I can't believe I won the bid for this antique...
Did you see? This was not how it was meant to...
Whatever your employer is offering you, the Maison Gardiennage will double it.
You! I don't know what you're talking about.
Is that so? Well, you might be interested to know that this hitman over here is also on a need-to-know basis. If the person wearing the blue pin loses their bid, find somewhere secluded and eliminate them. All he can do is follow orders, I suppose.
Eliminate?
You lucked out, kid. Getting cornered by the law just saved your life.
No. The boss said that even if I got sent to the Fortress of Meropide, all I had to do was keep my mouth shut, and he even paid me $3 million in advance. On that alone, I could get my wife the best medicine, help her hang on for a few more years.
It doesn't sound like you're shutting up, does it?
One auction goes wrong. Just one. And what? He's afraid I'm gonna talk? So now I'm just collateral damage?
You're risking your life to do this guy's dirty work and pad his pockets with even more cash. Compared to what he's making, what you get in return are nothing but the scraps.
I've got at least 70 people just like you locked up in the Maison Gardiennage.
No need. I'm guessing you're offering me a way out. What do you need me to do, officer?
All you need to do...
My boss. He's extremely The best I can do is take you to the place I'm supposed to...
All right, then. But first, we need to search your home for evidence related to the case.
Phew! Mission? You managed to get through.
Well, he was all... Plus, we had some very convincing performances to help seal the deal.
Well, it's been a while since I've gotten to tap into a villain like that. Thought I could've pushed it a little more, honestly.
Are you kidding? Paimon felt like she was face to face with one of our bad guys of the week.
Well, what's next, Yelan? Want me to go after Corday or Dodamani?
The Sumeru authorities have Dodamani covered. They're just waiting on our signal, and they'll nab him once he makes it back to Beta Harbor. The Millilith are pursuing Scamface.
You got it. I love it.
All right, then. We'll reconvene 12 hours from now, when our new double agent will lead us into the Lion's Den. It's time for the dark...
So, this is a problem. Oh, wait, is that a... Oh. Okay. Huh. Well, I'm not getting that. Never mind. Okay, I'm stuck. It would have been easier to go. Yeah, I see. I don't know how I got it in here, but it's definitely stuck. Not really sure where this is supposed to go. No idea. Oh well.
All right, this is where the boss told me to bring the goods. This area is full of apartments and warehouses for rent. The Maison Gardiennage came through not too long ago to keep trouble off the streets. I guess boss thinks it's safer to operate right under their noses. Now, to arrange an emergency meeting, we need to activate a series of mechanisms to send him a signal. But to tell you the truth, I have no idea how to activate them. The only hint boss gave was that the code had something to do with colors. Maybe he was planning to give me more information after the auction, but that plan fell through, obviously.
Paimon was hoping it would be smooth sailing at this point. But no, of course. There's yet another obstacle. Well, after all the investigating it took us to get this far, figuring out what to do with these mechanisms should be a piece of cake.
If all goes to plan, this should be... All right, then let's see. All right, the mechanisms have been... Now, all we have to do is wait...
You know what? For some strange
Now we wait.
My dear Monsieur Diderot, here to make excuses for your complete failure at the auction? Or to fish for a bigger cut? Accidents happen, of course. What I care about is whether you have the spine to deal with the consequences.
So you do believe in consequences. Seems a bit ironic, coming from the likes of you.
Oh? A trap, I presume? I've set a fair share of those myself. I suppose it's about time I stumbled into one set by someone else. No matter. Sometimes you take a chance on someone who turns out to be a disappointment.
That's why his glasses
It's
have no
happened
things that
before.
connect to his ears.
It's not easy to earn the dark financier Rovere Pelliccia's respect, but I must say, you three detectives are a force to be reckoned with. I suppose congratulations are in order. 6 months of planning and execution was all it took to take down a Mora laundering organization decades in the making. I have to...
Why is the Dark Financier so...
Oh, do be serious. You thought you'd corner me, and then what? I just surrender?
If you want to do this the easy...
For 2 months, I've watched you and Officer Edler dismantle my organization piece by piece. As you cut off my limbs, gouged out my eyes, deafened my ears. I was helpless to stop it.
So you're planning on taking us down with you, is that it? Never heard that one before.
My livelihood is in tatters, Agent Yelan. Hundreds I had working under me, hundreds. And now, they're either locked up or useless. Corday is the only one who still has some value. My Mora laundering days are over. We both know that. And considering how your operation's been progressing, it was only a matter of time before you locked on to me. I'm usually one to quit while I'm ahead, but you see, there's only so much a man can lose before he starts to get rather... angry. So, Agent Yelan...
He's gonna Hulk out.
Even if...
Ah! Clockwork Mecha! Paimon takes back what she said! This isn't very polite at all!
An old military model. Bet these go for big bucks on the black market. You two have been a huge help, but this fight is mine. 'Cause as it so happens, he isn't the only one who has a score to settle here. If he wants to bring on... Gotcha! Quietly now. Things are about to get dicey. Busted.
Unbelievable. You've bested me. Fair and square.
Any last words? Perhaps a bit too dramatic, isn't it? I'd rather not give a soapbox to a piece of scum like you. No, I think I'll say my piece instead. You can pretend to have seen the error of your ways, but it doesn't matter, because you're going to rot in prison for the rest of your life. And every moment of every day you'll be cursing the greed that put you there. Every coin of dirty money that you've pocketed over the years is just another nail in your coffin. And all you'll be able to do is curl up in the corner of your cell like a dying animal and waste away whatever remains of your pathetic life.
You're not a detective, no.
If you knew what's good for you, you'd have walked away from this fight. But it's too late for that now. Whew. After 6 months of hard work,
You got knocked out.
I finally get to tick off the mission accomplished box at the end of the case file. Take this guy back to the court of Fontaine to stand trial. Don't let him try anything. With any luck, we'll get to send him off to prison before the day is out. Oh, Miss Yelan, Traveler, as a personal thanks for all your help, you deserve half of the bonus I'm getting for this case. I will also request that the Maison Gardiennage extend our utmost thanks to our partners in Liyue.
I appreciate the sentiment, Officer Edler, but that's too kind. I was just doing my job. I can't, in good conscience, accept even a single Mora. I'll have to pass up any invitations for banquets or tea tastings as well. If you want to reward someone for going above and beyond during this operation, it should be the Traveler and Paimon.
Wow. Paimon's had her detective cap on for so long, analyzing all those clues and trying to uncover their schemes, that her brain hurts. But at the same time, she feels smarter than before. Maybe Paimon really does have what it takes to be a real detective.
Well, if you're interested in this line of work,
You really mean it? Oh, is that okay, Traveler? All right! Then
Well, both our lives can get back to... After talking about it for so long, mind humoring me for a bit, Traveler? What a nice night. Fresh from maritime flowers, fragrant perfume from the shop on the corner, the rich aroma of coffee beans, all blended together in the night breeze. Makes for quite the relaxing atmosphere. If only we were on a rooftop terrace somewhere, enjoying a few glasses of sparkling wine and getting pleasantly tipsy. All right, then let's look for a place to stop. I wonder what special drinks the hidden taverns of this city offer. But first, I wanted to head to the Confrérie of Cabrières before it closes. Mind helping me pick up? I also heard about the intricate timepieces, clockwork furnishings, and fine jewelry you can get around here. There should be quite a few souvenirs worth perusing. Well, with the most cultured traveler in all of Teyvat by my side, I should take advantage of this opportunity. I'm sad. I wish I could take my time, maybe extend my stay a few more days. No, it can't be helped. Duty calls. I still have to write up a formal report on the case and develop a more sophisticated cargo and nod cry. No, nothing like that. Just meeting an intelligence partner to decide on it. I'll fill you in later. For now, why don't we take a picture together to commemorate this exciting trip to Fontaine? That's right. After this, I know I can trust you to have my... I say we put the forensic imaging device to use one last time to take this picture. Perhaps we'll cross paths in not cross...
And that's it. I am not caught up to this point in the story, though. I have to go down here to Sumeru. That'll come, I don't know, some point soon. Who knows? Stupid stick drift. There we go. And I hope that covered this too. Yep. So I can go claim the commission, send people on expeditions, and that'll be it for me for today, for Genshin.
Add Astra.
Another short little stream.
Thank you for
Also, Rivals update. I finally made it to Diamond 3. I feel like I should stream that more. I might do that in a minute or so. I won't be doing any hard ranked. It'll be just quick play because I'm taking a little mental break from ranked. Let me just check if anyone's online. No, I don't have anyone online, so I might stream it, I might not. I probably will, just for the sake of doing it. Because why not? But that'll be after if you get the logins to the other gacha games, so maybe in an hour, within an hour or so, something like that. Yeah. Alrighty, well, thanks for stopping by and watching, for those who did, and thanks for watching after it's done, finished, and uploaded to YouTube. If you've liked what you've seen, follow Twitch, subscribe on YouTube. I'm at 51 followers, but I'm sure a few of those are bots. Alrighty, well, thanks for watching, and I will catch y'all next time. Goodbye.